everyone, and welcome to Tuesday's live stream. Today we're going to be starting the Serene colour along, which I have been promising. So I'm just getting myself set up and waiting for anyone to join me. I'm a bit delayed today because I was out, but I'm here now. Okay, right, I've got it up. Okay, so today, as I'd planned, I was starting a colour along in Serene, which has been most requested. So I thought, as I always do, I'm going to start off with the skin. Hiya, Bailey. I'm a bit late today, I'm afraid, but I'm here now. Hiya, lovelies. Yeah, so quickly fill you in. I do spend 5 or 10 minutes at the beginning just chatting. Hi. For any new subscribers, because there's been lots, I'm so overwhelmed. There's been lots of new subscribers since my last live stream on the winged horses. Hiya. I had loads. So one, thank you. Two, just to remind you, this is a streaming channel, so I do chat, because I'm talking to everyone in the chat. And I am a little bit later today because we took Mum and Dad, but we took Dad out for a belated Father's Day meal. So we just got in and then I literally got into my pyjama bottoms and was like, okay, let's come on. So as I promised, hi everyone coming in, hi. As promised, I was going to start the colour along in this lovely lady. And this is from... I'll get my words out in a minute. This is from Serene by Nicholas Filbert, or Nicholas F. Chan Drawinata. Don't know how to say it. Hiya. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Hi, guys, coming in. Yay, Sarah. So I've got kind of a plan where I want to go with this. I've been thinking about it. So as I usually do, I'm going to start off with skin. I'm going to add and introduce some more skin tones from what I usually use in the tutorials that I've put out there. So this might be a good way to introduce new colours into your skins. Hi everyone. And then I also want to do... Oh, sorry guys, 1 second. Because Andrew's just come in back in. Chip! Andrew! Sorry, hi Claire! Sorry about this. Andrew's opened the door, Chip's barking. And yeah, because I'm live streaming now.
What, are you doing all that?
Yeah, I'm on it now. So he's barking.
I'm going to go and watch the football.
With who?
David.
Oh, okay, bye-bye.
Hey.
See you later. So I was thinking about starting with the skin and doing the hair, which in red. I think I'm going to go with red. So I think we're going to start with that. Are you going around there then?
Yeah.
Sorry everyone, I'm just seeing
That is a leak.
It is a leak. I thought it was from you. Yeah, we literally just got in, guys. Literally just got in. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the skin. I am going to do her Caucasian skin, but I'm going to introduce more colours in. As I usually do, I'm going to go with my light peaches base. And we're going to go from there. I know. You can hear him, can't you? Sorry about the barking. I can't do anything about it. I've just got to find my sharpener. So how is everyone today? Oh, as I said, we just got in and literally just walked through the door. And that's why I'm late for a stream, but I'm here. I'm here. So we're going to do skin to start with. And I will zoom you in a minute. And I'll see how I get on, because I've not been in a good way with my pain again. So we'll get on with it. So thanks for everyone that joined me on the, or is joining me on the winged horses. The versions that I've seen coming out from people are just great. Right, so I'm using Prismacolors for the skin just because that seems to be the overall pencil that everybody has. And it's the most requested pencil to use. So I'm going to just base down with my light peach in PC927. And as I always have done, I've always gone with a light base. I am going to introduce some more tones in that I wouldn't usually use on anything else that I've coloured on screen, but I've used them in my own free time. So there's other colours that you can put into your skin tones and that you don't have to be daunted by. And you wouldn't necessarily think to use them, but they work. So we will be doing that. But this is just the lightest base to get you going, and then when you can start adding in other things, it's entirely up to you how you want to approach it. You can take away some colours that I use, you can add some colours that may be a bit different. You know, I always say make it your own. You don't have to follow me step by step. See you later, Andrew. You don't have to follow me step by step, but if it's a helping hand to anyone, then, you know, great. So the World Cup is on here at the moment. I don't know if anybody else is watching it. Is anyone else watching it? Hi, guys. Oh, thanks, Claire. I've got to catch up with all of my videos. I'm slowly getting there, sweets. I'm slowly getting there. Because I was at the hospital all day, and then I fell asleep when I got home from the hospital, like an old lady. I was so tired. And then when I woke up, Kate was live streaming, so I jumped on that. And then, oh my God, I slept again all night. I slept all of yesterday, so I've got so much to catch up on. So, is anyone else watching the football? I know. See, I can't stand football. Andrew's got it on the telly, but we've got a neighbour, a Polish neighbour, and Poland's playing today, so he's just said to him, come around and watch the football, and I'm like, bye. See you later. I don't have to watch it. Oh, sleep is important. I've slept so much. Yeah, I've got to catch up with Melissa's as well, because we were out. Oh, there's so many. Claire's videos on the leaves and stuff, I think I've missed those, and I've got so many in my to watch laters, but I'll get there. It gives me something to watch when the World Cup's on, so bonus. So yeah, like I always do, guys, I only just put the lightest base coat down. We'll start with the face, we'll go to the arms and her chest after. And I'm going to start layering in all my other colours in a moment. So yeah, you tell me about you. How have you all been? I need, yeah.
What flat is he?
Oh my God, Chip, stop. Can you come upstairs because he'll just start barking. This is not going good if you keep coming in. 2 seconds, guys. Here's number 15.
15.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 1-5. Have fun. Oh, there's so much going on, isn't it? There's so much going on in it that I'm going to tackle it bit by bit, I think. I'm going to go for the skin, the hair first, and then we might start on all these bigger parts and then, you know, work our way through. So I am going to use Nectar. Hi everyone that's come in and I've not said hello. There's so much going on, but I love Serene. Love Serene. So honestly, this book does not daunt me in the slightest because I love it so much. So I'm going to now put down my henna in PC 1092, and I'm starting to pick out, like I always say, where I want my darkest shadows to start coming, oh my God, start coming in. I should have got myself in and settled before I started live streaming because it just seems like everything's happening in one go. So yeah, we got the nose area here, and because that would cast a bit of a shadow, wouldn't it? So we're going to use that as a bit of a guide. So yeah, anyone else in? I know a couple of us in the UK. Our men seem to be into football as the USA soccer more so than the men in the US. So the World Cup just dominates the telly, and I don't know if anyone else's partners or husbands are into the World Cup, but I just really wish that Andrew wasn't, because I just cannot stand it. And it dominates, and I'm like, is there anything else on? And because I haven't been able to colour because I've been in such a bad way with pain, like, I've had to sit and endure it, and oh my God, there's someone. You don't mind snooker, Claire? Oh, see, oh, that's, to me, that's like watching paint dry as well. To be quite honest, there's not many sports that I like on the telly. And no, you'd be surprised. Andrew does not like football on a whole, but he loves the World Cup. I'm like, okay, whatever. He's a Formula One head. He loves Formula One. And I don't mind listening to that in the background, but I don't watch it. But at least that's more exciting, you know. Football. What can someone please explain to me? And you know, it's just me being me. What is entertaining about watching a football team of men push a ball around a pitch, roll about on the floor when they get touched? They haven't even got to get pushed. They get touched. And then they're rolling over like they've been hit by a truck. And then I just don't get, and then all the football fans, like, it takes their life over, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just a game. Oh dear. I don't mind. Oh, yours loves Formula One as well. Yeah, it's the same, Melissa. Andrew's been a few times to see them. He went to the Belgian Grand Prix 2 years ago. He goes to the British Grand Prix quite a lot. He'd love to go to Monaco, but it's crazy expensive, and we can't afford that. You know, no way can our budget stretch to that. So he has to watch it on the telly, I'm afraid. But he loves it, and I'm like, oh. But to be fair, I'd rather watch Formula One than football. So yeah, that's how that goes. But I don't know if anyone else's partner's here, but he's massively into, he loves a Harley Davidson, so he likes all the bike racing as well. He just loves bikes. So 2 seconds. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Did you lock yourself in? Ah. Chip just locked himself in the kitchen. Oh, really, Desiree? See, I would never get on one, but Andrew loves them. Oh, golf. Golf, you know, another thing, golf is boring to watch, but if you go to the golf, you know, the golf places where you can go, golf clubs, and you sit round and have a cup of tea and look out onto their lawns. Oh, it's so nice. And you could just pretend for a day that you're posh. Because it's quite a lot of rich people. So I'm still with my henna. I'm just trying to lay down where I want my colour. But yeah, he's really into bikes, and he really wants to get Harley Davidson, but again, their prices are just crazy. I personally don't like bikes, but I don't mind looking at them. I don't want to get on them. When I first met Andrew 13 and a half years ago, he had a bike. He had one that was very, very similar to a Harley. And he took me around the corner on it, and I screamed because I just didn't feel safe. And he was like, that is the first and last time I'm taking you on the back of a bike. And I was like, that's okay, that's fine by me. So, yeah, we've been together ages now. It feels like an eternity. But, yeah, bless him, I love him. just, we got such chalk and cheese interest. It's crazy. Like, we don't like anything the same. So just to explain what I'm doing, I'm just going very light. I'm barely pressing on the paper, just to put down where I'm going with my light and dark. So you can talk away, yeah. Yeah, I love the idea of it. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Tilly. Oh, that's okay. I know. I'll probably still be here. Hi, everyone that came in and I haven't said hello to you. How are you, Natalie? How is everyone anyway? Hiya. I love driving, but I haven't driven because I had to give up my car 2 years ago because it had so much wrong with it, and that's when I had to give up work at the same time. So I've never been able to kind of get back to driving, which I would love to, because it gave me freedom. And I miss that, you know, I miss being able to just jump in the car and go somewhere. I miss it so much, because now it's made me, although the pain's made me isolated, and anyone that suffers with pain, anxiety or anything like that, you can understand and relate to that. Like, you know, where you feel so isolated enough, when something else takes your freedom away entirely, it's like, oh, you know, and that's not like a pity party or anything, that's just fact. So it was a hard hit when I had to give driving up. It was just a really hard thing to accept. Natalie, I'm telling you, I'm not far off. I'm not far off that stage. I feel like I just don't do anything anymore, you know? Okay. I don't, Claire. I'm open. I'm an open book. I have slipped 3 discs in my spine, and I've torn a lot of it as well. And my bones now, so you got the base of your spine, and say that's the 3 discs. Because the discs are out, my bones are sort of doing this now. They're grinding, which is arthritis, and 3 of my spinal parts are all grinding together. And with the arthritis now in the spine, it's very difficult to move. But the discs is what's ultimately done it, because 3 of them completely just went to pot. And now they're saying that I have to have a fusion because nothing else is working, and the skeleton's grinding. And when it grinds so much, I just can't move. So no, I'm completely open about what I have. You know, it's hard because with back pain, it's such a cliche. You know, people say, oh, it's just back pain, it's just back pain. It's not. Some people have backaches, but when you've got chronic pain or back pain, it stops you in your tracks. You can't move. And there's such a big sort of, oh, you know, it's only back pain. I hear that all the time, and it used to drive me mad. And I used to think, maybe it's in my head. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not that. It's not. And all the scans lately have confirmed that it's got worse. And I just sat there and I thought to myself, all those people that told me that I was just telling like fibs, or I was just saying it to get... I'd never said anything, you know. I used to keep myself to myself. I wouldn't even say it out loud. I used to sort of suffer in silence type, because I'm not one to want to talk too much about it. And the amount of people that were like, no, you know. I know, it's really ridiculous. And yes, there is back aches, but there is also back pain. And the back pain is nothing like an ache. Just trust me on that, and your husband will know that. Yeah, Sarah, I'm very half-half about it at the moment. So I'll tell you where I'm at now, so I'll get this out of the way and then I'll get back to this. Okay, so at the moment, I've had all the treatment for 2-3 years and nothing's working. And they've now told me, look, being your age, I'm 31, I've still not had children. The fusion is now the way to go. The downside is that it will be 3 parts fused, so I'll lose a lot of flexibility in that area. However, it could go one way or the other. It could do nothing and you'll still have pain, or it can get rid of your pain. Do you want to take the risk? Worst case scenario is you won't be any worse. Best case scenario is that you're going to get better. I want children. Everyone knows that. I want children. I want a baby. So, you know, me and Andrew have been together a long time now. I want a baby, and that, you know, I'll just put it out there. That's what I want in my next part of my life. And they've said to me, if you want a child, we recommend you do it before you have the operation, because you're going to have to give yourself recovery time, blah, 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 blah. So I said, okay. So I'm at that stage now where I want to try for a child pretty soon, but I'm absolutely scared crap of carrying a child, because I can barely get out of bed some days because the pain is so intense. And I'm like, why can't the man carry? Why can't the man be the one to carry the baby? Like in that film, is it Junior or Mr. Oh, I can't remember. Is it Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's carrying the child? Why can't that be real life? So, you know, so I completely sympathise to anyone that says to me I suffer with chronic pain or even anxiety and stuff, because it's given me anxiety because I'm in so much pain. I'm scared to leave the house. So I completely sympathise with you all, and trust me, you're not alone. I completely get it. We might have different things that might be getting us to that point, but I completely sympathise with you. And that's okay, you know, I'm okay. I'm alright. And you know me, I'm quite a positive person. I have the odd day where I crumble. That's normal, but I'm okay. So if you're anyone, hi guys, whoever came in, if anyone's suffering, just know you're not alone. Reach out, talk to your people, and there's loads of people that completely get it. So you're not on your own. Okay, after that little rabbit trail off there, I'm going to get back and I'm going to pick up Tuscan Red. Now, I usually use henna. I'm not using henna today. I'm using Tuscan Red, and that is in PC937. The reason I'm using this it's very similar to henna, it's quite red in tone. You don't need a lot of lay down, and you can really get a nice colour from the Tuscan red in your tone when you're putting it down on the face. So I'm going to use Tuscan red, and I say this, guys, I say it lightly, I'm not a professional, I just do what I do, and I hope that it helps someone. There is many colourists out there on the scene that are amazing, but I hope that this helps someone. So if it does, then amazing. Amazing. So yeah, I completely sympathise, and to anyone that suffers, I wish you better, and I hope that your pain lessens and you get help. And if you're living in chronic pain and you've just been told to get on with it and manage, it's hard, but you know, you're doing it, you're managing it, even though you don't feel like you are, you know, because I've been told that, I've been told that you might just have to live with pain and manage it, and I'm like, I don't want to do that in my 30s, I don't want to do it in my 20s, I don't want to do it in my 30s, you know, certainly don't. But then part of me started to accept that, and I think acceptance is key with a lot of any condition that you got, whether it's depression, or it's accepting what's got you there, and it's trying to work through it, and it's really hard, and I don't say that lightly, it's hard, you know, but you're warriors. My God, there's so many people I know that suffer, and I just call them warriors. They're like superheroes to me. I'm like, you are just a superhero in my eyes. Oh, thank you, lovely. I'm just reading back. Hiya. That's Claire, don't ever be sorry. I'm glad that you're chatting. I'm glad that you know. So with your husband, because I'll read the comments, with your husband, have they just kind of left him to it? Same, Natalie, same. Hiya, Tess, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm the same. I very rarely talk about it. When I do, you'll hear me talk about it once, and then I probably won't mention it again for a month. Because you just live with it, don't you? So if they left your husband to it, Claire, bless him. It is horrible when you don't feel like you're getting help from the medical teams and stuff. And it's harder as well, I think, when it seems though as well, the older you get, the more they don't want to help. And you know, I know people will be like, you're still a baby. Yeah, but they do want to help people in their like teens and stuff more, because they see them more as an investment. And I've noticed they just kind of like get on with it now, you know. And it does get harder and harder to cope, but somehow you manage. Yeah, Claire, bless him. Well, you know, I really sympathise with him. They've told me that I can have the fusion if I please, but it's not going to be an easy trial for me. It's going to be a long wait to even get the appointment again. I've been there once and I turned it down then because I want children. But they have said to me, if I want to do it, you know, I put it this way, I've been referred again, and I need to decide whether I want a child first. So that's what I need. Me and Andrew have had long discussions. So it's just me sitting telling you my life story here. Me and Andrew have had long discussions, and when we would like to try for a child. And although we probably would have waited another year or two, it seems now that it probably will be within the next year or so that I would like to try. And that's a big step for me because I'm absolutely scared. I know that I'll love that child more than anything in the world. They will be my entire life. There's nothing that I want more. It's just the carrying process. But then if I have a healthy child, it's all I can ask for, you know? So it's hard. Natalie, I'm not sure I'd be cute. I'd probably be moany. I'd probably be the moaniest pregnant person in the world. I don't know about cute. I'd probably be moaning every 5 minutes. I'm hot. I'm uncomfortable. I can't move. Andrew will be divorcing me before we're married. He'll be like, get out. So, I don't know. Yeah, Robin's been through a lot. If I don't do it, exactly, Desiree. If I don't do it now, I'll regret it. And I want a baby. It's that plain and simple. Okay, I'm going to grab the peach in PC 939, and you're just watching where I'm going with it. So I'm going to go over what I've done before I start putting the darker colours down. I'm going to start blending into that Tuscan red and blending out those lines. I do, and I'm so happy when I see people with their families, and I'm like, I'm so I'm not jealous, I'm so happy for them, and I'm like, I long for that, you know, I long for it, I really want that myself, and I'll get there one day. It would be so amazing to be a mum and get that opportunity, and there'll be like a miracle for me, you know, a little miracle baby, because it will be the sort of, now it will be the kind of thing that I just dream of, and if it happens, it will be a miracle. So that'll be my miracle child if I manage to. I will love that child, like, oh, I can't wait, one day, and I'm not going to let the back destroy that dream. Okay, so she's looking a bit red, don't worry about that, it does dull down, we need the redness. We need the redness, we're getting there. We're just putting our first colours down, guys. So don't be scared to put the red down as she looks sunburnt to start with, because you're going to start adding in like the other colours that you need, and it will dull it down. Yeah, Claire, bless him. You know, I feel bad for him. Yep. You have put it in a nutshell, Claire. When I had to give up work, everything that I was working towards got smashed, and it was like a big kick in the gut, because I'm a worker, I'm a grafter, I've always been a grafter, and to not do that was like, what do I do now? My independence, it's just that earning your own money and the independence was just like, you can't do it now, and it was a big kick in the teeth. I completely understand. Bless him, it's a hard thing, and for a man as well, when they're a provider, I think with men, they like to provide, well, most. Some these days, I do wonder. I'm still with my peach, by the way, guys. Most men like to provide for their wives, their girlfriends. Andrew certainly likes to be the grafter and the hard worker as well, but we always both did, you know. And I think for a man, for that to happen to them, it is a big kick in the teeth, because they want to look after you and they feel like they're failing, and they're not. It's not their fault. So I completely get him. It's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? It's a very hard. Hi to everyone that's coming in. So we are starting, for everyone that's joining, we are starting the Serene colour along. Well, look, I still feel 18 in my mind, let alone, you know. Yeah, it is a hard pill to swallow, but he's got you, and you support him as well. You know, you're a couple, you're a team, and you can get through anything when you're a team. And even like for everyone that suffers who's not married, you can do it, because your mind eventually will get you there. It's hard, you know, it is hard, and everyone goes through that stage of acceptance. Blooming hell, I've just got there myself now, you know. I was like, blimey, it took forever. But I finally got there, and he will get there. Bless him. Okay, so kind of got a base going now. So now I'm going to bring in, where's that colour? I'm just searching through. I think is it that one? No, it's not that one. Is it rosy beige? No. I think this is the one. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for. This is Seashell Pink in PC 1093. My husband sounds like such a lovely guy, and it is hard for him to accept that he's got you. He's got you, Claire. Aww. Never wanted to be a young mum, and I always wanted to have children like about now. And then it was like a light bulb moment when I hit my 30s. I was like, I just want to be a mum. And until that point, me and Andrew was like, let's just be selfish. Let's just have our years. Let's just enjoy our time. And we did that, you know, we've done that. And now I'm 30. I'm just like, now I'm ready, you know, I'm 31 now, and time just goes. Like, I remember my 21st birthday like it was yesterday. That's it. That's it. That's what I say. You know, focus on what you can do and not what you can't do. And although you can't work, there's things you can do at home to like make life happy. You know, and it's hard. There'll be days where you can't because of pain, but the days you can, you make the most of it. Okay, seashell pink in PC 1093. Now, I'm not going over this all. I'm going over the Tuscan red a little bit because it takes some of the redness down, and this will be darkened up with some espresso and a bit of Parma violet, and then we'll go over the whole thing with light peach. And this is what I mean when I say to people, please don't be scared of skin tones. There's no right and wrong. There isn't, truly. There's not. And you might think those, you know, on a page, oh my God, she looks sunburnt. She does at first. You know, let's just put it out there. She does. But somewhere along the line, it will come together, and then you'll be like, ooh, I like that result. So please play around with your skin tones and don't be daunted by them, because I don't know about Claire, but I get a lot of people say that they're so scared of skin. And it is hard. God, I wing it. I wing it all the time. But that's the fun part. I love playing around with colours. Like, I could sit there when my back's allowing me. I could sit there and play around with skin all day, and you just got to try it. You just got to be confident and try it. And you know, the good thing with Prismas as well, I will say this, you can layer light layers constantly, and you can manipulate it about a bit. Okay, hiya sweetheart, I didn't see you. Yeah, I think the same, Shirley. It takes time, doesn't it? It takes time. So yeah, please don't be daunted by skins, and even if you're doing a mermaid in blues and you're layering up in blues, you know, just go for it. It's paper. It's just paper. It'll be fine. So as you can see, we're starting to get a bit of a something going on now. Hi, Kate. I missed you. Hi, Christy, as well. How's you, Angel, and your hubster? Now I'm going to get a very unconventional skin tone. I'm going to put a bit of Parma Violet in PC 1008. I'm not going to the body yet. I'm just doing the face and the neck. Now with the violet, I don't want too much, and this was recommended to me a little while ago by V. She's got a YouTube channel now called @V's VEE, and she's such a beautiful person. And she said to me, Sam, just try purples. And I was like, purple, really? And she said, yeah, just try them. And I've done that since, and I've never looked back. So you've got V to thank for this, because she's such a lovely lady, and she always uses sort of violets in her skin tones, and it works so well. But very light, not heavy. I am going, so if I could get a blank bit of paper, I'll show you. Yeah, it's the same. It's still the same, Claire. Still the same, sweetheart. It is 50-50 chance. So this is how light I'm going with the skin. It's really light. So if I went heavy, see the difference? I'm going so light, and then you can build it up from that to that to, but you don't want this. You want the lightest touch. Yeah, unfortunately it is. I know, I feel so like bad that they've just refused him entirely, and it's awful. And hi, Claire's Hubstar. I think, is his name Jack? Hi, Jack. It is a difficult time to go through it, you know? It is. But we all sympathise. Okay, so I am going very lightly with my violet here. I'm going, you know, because she's got the nose there. So you're using that, it would shadow the face because it's slightly sideways. So I'm not going hard. But this is the great thing about this community, you can escape, can't you? Yeah, you can request another MRI, Claire. You can request it. Say your pain's not changed or his pain's getting worse and it feels like it's deteriorating, and ask for a second. How long ago did you have the MRI? Because once it's been over 6 months, they'll do another one. And you can see if there's any big changes. And pain relief in the meantime. You know, I'm on quite a lot. But if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So it helps for something, doesn't it? Okay. Underneath, we're going to go underneath. Now, I'm going heavier with my pressure here, but not massively. I am going a bit heavier though under the neck because it is shadowed. And the thing with Nick, he gives you a bit more of a guidance with his shading. So it gives you a bit of a helping hand. So as you see here, he's put some like lines shading, similar like a grayscale. Yeah, definitely. Get him to go for another one. Definitely. Keep going back. Don't let it go. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let it go. I would be like, no, I just need to know. For my own sanity, I'd need to know. It is nice to escape. I'm totally with you there. I escape with this. Okay, and it's nice that you're here, Claire. Honestly, for years I've been watching your channel because I was around the same time as you was, but never on YouTube. We sort of got into it at the same time, but I was over on Facebook only. And it's so nice to see you over on the live streams now. And if it's got you, you know, out of your comfort zone as well, that's quite a good thing. Because I can chat for England, as you can tell. I know this is a weird choice. I'm going to get some pumpkin orange in PC1032. And again, I'm just going to give it not too much. Not too much. And it'll all come together and you'll see. I love these colours together. And this is what I mean by playing around with skin tones, you know. I'm going so light. Again, I'll show you. This is my test paper. That is how light I'm going. This is how dark pumpkin orange can be. And that is the sort of pressure that I'm going there. Thank you, my lovely. We're just rolling with it. I always experiment, and you know me, I experiment loads, and we're gonna just try it out, and then we're gonna put the espresso and go over the whole thing with a light peach, and it brings it all together. I just love sitting here and playing around with colours. I love it. This makes me happy. This is like my escape, and yeah, this is just where I'm happiest. Sounds really like cheesy, but I am happiest when I'm doing this. Okay, so we're going to go underneath slightly. Again, I'm darkening just a little bit on my pressure and like pressing down a bit harder. Okay. So, yeah, what you're working on, anything exciting? Is anyone going to do this with me and their own versions or the same? I go for the most unconventional skin tones, don't I? Now I'm going to bring in my espresso. What's out of print? I'm missing. I've seen it. Desiree, have you messaged me on what you're doing? Because I can see then. Now I'm grabbing espresso in PC1099, and like I do with my other skin tutorial with my beginners, don't forget that was a beginner's one. So it was just the 5 basic colours that I use. Now you can start playing around with your colours. The espresso goes into where I want my darkest parts to be. So your shadowed areas. I don't know what happened to my voice then. Excuse me. And then we're going to go round. So this adds depth, but it's not like black where it will just be a bit too dark. You can add black after, but you don't want to oversaturate it because you'll lose all the colours that you've just laid down. So you're very lightly pressing with the espresso because you're just putting your shadows in. You don't want to go too dark. And just have fun with it, you know, please have fun with your pictures, because I quite often see people saying, oh, I'm so intimidated and I'm not confident, and I'm like, look, honestly, I get it. I was like, we all get it, you know. There's certain things, fur intimidates me, intimidates the life out of me. I hate doing fur. That's why when people ask me to do an animal page, I'm like, oh dear, I just can't, but you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You just got to give it a go. Ah, lovely, Elizabeth. I think quite a lot of people here is. I know that I'm not in like a small minority. I think there's a big group of us that is intimidated by fur. I know I certainly am. It's getting it to look furry. It sounds ridiculous, but you know what I mean. Yeah, paint and a kitten's probably not going to work. So you're doing Dee Dee's Kraken, your Cracker-Lacken. She's now named the Kraken-Lacken. So, very lightly here. We're going to pull it all together with our other colour, which is the light peach. We're just picking out where we want our dark. I don't know where you are in the UK, but it's actually quite warm here today. It's quite a warm day. It's humid. I can't wait to get in and get my pyjama bottoms on. I was like, right, let's just run in the bedroom, grab them and get on stream, because I'm already delayed. So yeah, we are sort of getting there, aren't we? Is it looking alright on the screen? Hi, Josie. Yeah, first scares me. Tess, you'd think so. You would think that hair and fur are the same, but there's too many small little bits in fur that daunts the life out of me that's not in hair, and I don't know. It's harder. So I'm just going to put that out here now, that this colour along in this will be quite a lot. I think it'll probably be about 6 parts. So if you're willing to stick with me for that, then God bless you, because it's going to be a long one, I can tell. These colour alongs don't take 1 part, they take about 6. Right, I need light peach. Oh no, see what I mean? Yours was 10, this will probably end up being 10, won't it? I can tell now, I can tell already, I've only done a face. We're getting the light peach, and now I'm going over the entire area. I'm going quite heavy now. I'm going to bring all that sort of shading together. I know, it's crazy. You think real time though, it's going to be that, you know, it's not speed colouring, it's real time colouring, so it's going to take a while. Mine was, yeah, mine last one. How many parts was that, guys? Was that 5 or 6? We did that over 5 or 6 live streams. It wasn't too bad because it was quite a repetitive one. But when there's things with little bits in it, they take the time up. They're like, they're really time consuming. Okay, so we're getting right in there on those shaded parts. We want to get those lines blended out, and you're doing that with your light peach. Don't need a blender on this one. Hiya, girl and her games. I can't, sorry, I'm really rubbish with names. You have to remind me. Oh, Shalene, it's not as hot there now. You were saying yesterday was roasting. So it sounds like I'm roasting like a potato in an oven. Like I'm just so hot at the minute. It's really warm here. I didn't think it would be as warm today. But we went out and we took Chip with us so we could sit outside today because it's hot. and he enjoyed that because he got fed steak and chicken and, you know, all that good stuff. So he sat on the chair beside us and he ate with us. Bless him. So he's been spoilt with food today. So we're going over all the area, and I'm going quite heavy with my pressure with the light peach, because you want to give us some colour. You don't want to washed out. Well, you know, it's up to you, but I personally don't want my version washed out. Righty, I need some black. This is where I'm going to go with my black now. Tilly, we can hear you. The whole world can hear you. Hi, Candace. Oh, Tatty. I bet you don't like that. Tatty wants winter. So I've got my black in PC935. I'm not going heavy, I'm just going around certain parts. So I'm just bringing that around slightly where we want our dark parts to go. And again, a very light layer. Very light. We just want it shadowed a little bit. So we're picking that out. I was saying though the other day, like, it's crazy how many colours you can play around with for skin and it works, you know, like purples and oranges and ochres, and there's so many. I'm just going to grab my charger. I'm not going to do blush, I don't want to blushy. So I just need to plug the iPad in so I can read your chat. Alright, just bear with me. That's okay, Kate. I was just getting the charger myself. One second. We have a funny summer. It's not hot. It gets humid. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. In London, it gets so humid and stuffy, and it's uncomfortable. Okay, I'm back to my black. It's not hot, it's stuffy. It is hot today. It's like 27 Celsius, which I think it's about, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. But it is quite warm. And although I love sort of spring or autumn's my favourite. I don't like stuffiness. I hate to feel stuffy, especially at night. You know, when you can't sleep in the covers and you're moving because you're uncomfortable. I don't like that. Okay, so this is just the black, and again, like I always do, I go with a very light layer, and this is going to be your last colour on it anyway, like in terms of lay down. And I just want to give it a bit of a shadow, and then we'll move on when I'm happy with it to her arms, her chest, and yeah, we'll see where we get on, because I've spent quite a lot of time talking. I haven't really been productive. Hi Margaret, thank you very much, Erica. It's just the humidity. That's the only thing that I ever moan about. You know, I don't care about the heat. It's the humidity, and that's what makes it uncomfortable and sweaty, you know. Tilly, off the blind. Oh my God. Can you hear her? She's so loud. I apologise. She's on the blind. Which she choose. Tilly, get down. Come on. Down, down, down. I'm on a live stream. Come on. Good girl. Yeah, well done. It's typical, isn't it? When you want a live stream, the animals are just like, let's have it. Oh my God, Tilly doesn't stop. She is very chatty. Alright, you've got to be very conscious about where you put your black. Just one more time, I'm going with my light peach, but don't go over the black area that you've just done because you're going to smudge that. So I'm just going into here a minute. You've got to be a bit conscious of where you put the black. Oh my god, now the dog's starting. Chip! Oh my god. Sorry everyone. Ugh. Out of here, please. Come on, away from here. Ugh. Does anyone want to come and take them? You can have them, they're free. Okay, you can have them. I really don't mind. I think I'm happy with her skin. You can you can come and take them if you want. I really don't mind. I'm just getting the white. I just want to blend in that a bit. You don't want to do too much white because it will take away some of the pigment of the colour that you've already laid down, but I'm just putting a little bit in, and as I said, I'm being very conscious of where I've put black, so don't go over the black because what will end up happening is you'll smudge the black and it will just look like mud. So don't go over the dark where you've put that. Just blending that out. Okay, so we're going to go back down to here and I'm going to go with a very light layer of the light peach, and I'll zoom you back in a moment, but we're just going to go very lightly just over the entire area with the light peach before we add all our shading and just all that good stuff in there. So yeah, I'm sorry about Tilly. For anyone that watches this and she's loud, I can't help it. I can't mute her. She can't be muted. I wish I could at times, but you know, I'm not sure if she's creating a nice atmosphere at this minute in time, but we'll roll with it. She's got something to say, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going over all of this where the skin is with the light peach, but I'm doing her a little bit darker to what I would usually because I want her to stand out. Once I put the hair down, once I put all the background down, and you know, I want her to stand out, and you have to do them a bit darker so that it doesn't wash the skin out, because when you put all the rest of the colour in, she'll blend in really well, but she'll still, well, you'll still see the shading in her skin, if that makes sense. Right, let's find these bits. So I kind of got a plan with this. Not massive plans at this minute in time, but I know that I want her red hair, and I know I want these like a seashell type colour, which is like beigey seashell pinky colour, like a clam, like a pearl clam. So we're just putting this all down. Oh, Christy, come and take them. Hi, Victoria. Kate, I think Louie would eat her. I don't think cats and birds mix very well. They've got the odd exception, but this is why I've not got a cat, which is just as well, because since I lost Rio and Jabba, I haven't replaced them. I don't think I'm going to get another bearded dragon. I thought about it for a while, and I've kept I've cleaned out all of the vivarium that I had him in, and I've set it up as if I was going to get another one. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to. I think I was happy to have him. I loved him dearly, but I don't think I'm going to, because if me and Andrew do plan a family, they're going to take my time up as well as the pets that I've already got. And to introduce another one would just be giving myself even more work with my back being how it is. So I was trying to be practical. As much as I'd love another bearded dragon, I just don't think it's going to happen. I've got to be practical, haven't I? I'll see you later, Claire, if you're going. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm just reading. So if you've just joined, if you've just joined and you're going to do this, if you go to the beginning, you'll see which colours I've used. when I finish the stream. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in now because then you can see where I'm going with this. I'm getting my nectar and we're going to go under here. Okay, and then in here we're going to have a shadow, I think to this side. So we're going to keep the shadowed side to the left. I don't want to oversaturate it. You can see, yeah, I've zoomed in. I was zooming in, I was just putting a base down first. So here you can see that Nick has already given you a guide. So he's already pre-shaded a little bit for you. So you're just going with that. Then again, you've got something here which is going to give you a bit of a guide, and you're going so light with your layers. You don't want to oversaturate it, otherwise you're going to block it, and then that's harder to come back from. Light layers, many of them, can be your way forward. If you don't want to do that and you wanted to do it with, you know, not everyone likes layers, let's put it this way, and that's fine. Not everyone wants to layer, and I've never said that you have to, but if you're following me and you would like to achieve the same look, then light layers is what I do. But of course you can do it in your own style, and I've made it clear in the past that I love all colouring styles, whether it be with fine liners, felt tips, markers, pencils, flat colour, layers, it's just my style to layer. That's just how I am. So if you want to follow me on how I'm doing this, I'd be flattered and honoured if you do. Then light layers is how I colour, and I always have done. And but if you're doing this and you prefer it to do it in your style, then amazing. Sorry, Alicia, I can't do anything about that. Tilly's loud and proud. She's loud and proud. She talks when I talk. She's talking to me. See? She's loud and proud. And, there's some people that don't like my streams because they don't like Tilly and they don't like me chatting. And, yeah, you get the odd one that says something. And, sorry guys, but I'm a streaming channel. I can't help it. I try and tell him to shush, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, so, I do. Dee Dee was saying it on her stream yesterday as well. We get comments about it, about how much we talk and stuff, and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry. We're not for everyone, are we? You can't please them all, but I hope that you do like watching, and I like to show you how I colour, so yeah, that's how it goes. But we don't want to talk about that. I'm just telling you now. Like I had a comment last week about it all, and that's why I addressed it on the weekend, because I just wanted to put it out there. Well, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just letting you know that the person that said it, that's I am a streaming channel, and it is live, and I can't control the bird if she wants to shout, and I can't control me talking because I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. But on a brighter note, if you want to do this with me, light layers. And I love to see your versions. Absolutely love seeing it. And also, just as well, because I've been asked a couple of times, if you're doing something and you're following anything I've done, you don't have to credit me. It's fine. As long as you guys do. you know, so I can't help the bird. I can't help Tilly. Tilly's part of the family. She's my little fur baby, feather baby, shall I say. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. Can't do anything about her. Okay, I'm going to put Tuscan Red down in TC937. And I'm going very light here. Tilly, you have to stop because you're giving people a headache. She talks when I talk. She's talking to me. I'm her mum, so I've had her 8 years. Just turn the volume down. Oh no, I didn't. I don't know why you're not. Here. Louise, I'm putting you as one. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to go for red hair. I'm going to go for red hair. I'm going to go. See, if I stop talking, Tilly stops talking, so I could sit here in silence. Right, we're going to go underneath. And I'm still with the Tuscan Red, and I'm still going very lightly. And same into these types of places. So if you're going into like the crevices and stuff, and you want a bit of a shadow, you can go into these very lightly. You don't want to oversaturate it. If you took... Hi, Mum. Ah, Louise, I didn't know it had gone. Yeah, Mum's in the house. Mum's home now. So Mum just left us and like me at home and made her way home with Dad. And she's joined. So Mum, we're doing the skin on the Serene picture. And Tilly's being loud, as usual. And yeah. And we're going into all these little places, you know, underneath. Oh, my stomach's talking to me. I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone. I hope you can't. My stomach's telling me off then. There we go. So as you can see, I'm just going in. I'm not doing like, you know how I started off at the top here? So that looks totally different now to here. This is how I've done it. And we're doing exactly the same process down here. So Mama Wilkes is in the house now, bless her. It's so nice that Mum can talk now because she was watching my streams before and couldn't talk, and now she can talk in it. But she was sitting there listening and watching, but she couldn't talk, and now she can join us in the chat, which is really nice. So, with these sort of objects, it's quite a hard task to get around them all. So if you go very lightly, you can kind of make a shadow with them or start to make your shadows with them. And then you can blend it all out. And this is just how I've been doing it. Oh, Mum, seeing as you're here. Ah, thanks, Honor. That would be a big, big honour. That was a double one. Did you like that? So we've got lovely Honor in the comments for anyone that watches this back. And it would be an honour for you to join me on this. See you, Michelle. Take care, sweetheart. Yeah, honour would be an honour. You just spelt slightly differently. You've dropped the U. Who named you, Honor? Was it Mum or... I think Nan named me, didn't she? Mum? got a lot. Oh, she's got an amazing channel. She's been up for ages. She's been around on YouTube for a very long time. And as you know, she does mostly reviews, but she does also colouring tutorials and stuff too. So she's a great one to check out. And then, you know, I love my Dee Dee and Jen, and there's at V's now, VEE. She's got a new channel. KP. Oh, there's loads. Francis. I can't think off the top of my head. There's loads of amazing channels. Shalene. Oh, can't think. I need some help thinking. Kate. Why can I remember things? Kate. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. There's loads of channels, guys. Loads of channels. And they'll come up. If you search the colouring channels, they'll come up. So there's loads and loads and loads. Loads. Oh, good question. For me, it was side profiles, personally. May! Of course, May. Why can't I blooming remember? Melissa! Zoe. Oh, gosh, why can't I remember? There, see? My mind's gone blank. There's many more. I haven't forgotten you, ladies. I promise. I love you to pieces. It's just hard to remember off the top of my head. Okay, now I'm getting the peach in PC939. Oh, there's loads of channels, and I know I've missed people, and I apologise. I love you all. I just can't think. Off the top of my head, I've gone completely blank, and yeah, there's loads. There's loads and loads. There's more than what I've said. And if you ever get stuck for something to watch, or your husbands are watching, the boyfriends or whatever are watching the football, like mine seems to, you can go and watch one of those ladies and catch up with their channels and watch loads of videos. So, Tilly, shush. So I'm going with my peach. This isn't light peach, this is peach. And I'm just bringing the colour out and blending that in a little bit. And then I'm going to get the seashell pink. And we're going to do that. So I'm just bringing all that round. There's loads of ladies, and I've gone blank. It is, Louise. Hi Kenneth and bye Kenneth. Oh Mum, yeah, he's gone to, sorry Mum, I was going to tell you. Andrew's gone to the Polish for the Polish match. So when you left, there is a leak in his cab, I told you. Sorry guys, I'm just quickly telling Mum because she's on the stream. And he's gone round to David's, the Polish guy, to watch the Poland match. So he's left me, which is fine. And Tilly's being noisy, which is giving people headaches. So that is what you missed over here on Colour and Chat with Sammy. On today's episode, guys, we have a screaming budgie, a barking dog, and skin, colouring skin. And that is what we have today. Okay, so we're going to go in with here with the peach. We're just laying our colour down. We're not blending, we're not making the pencil lines go, we're just laying colour down. I haven't yet. He was laughing earlier. Bibliophile colourist, of course, John. Thanks, Tess. Aw, thanks, Nat. Thank you, Robin. Oh, well, you know, I kind of got him now, haven't I? Because she's not for everyone. Okay, so I'm going to now grab the seashell pink in PC1093. And as I did above, I'm going to go over the areas that I have just done only. So not into these white parts, because that's going to be with light peach. we're just going into over the Tuscan Red, the Nectar and the Light Peach areas that we've already laid down. So we're going to blend that out slightly with the Seashell Pink. I don't want to oversaturate her. And I think we're just going to do the skin today, guys. And then we're going to come back with the hair, and maybe we can choose our colours today on stream. We'll see how we get on. How are we for time? Hiya! Thank you. Okay, so we're just getting all this going. That's all I do. I get it all sort of started to where I want to go with it. So, you know, when you first start colouring skin, you're like, oh my god, it doesn't look how I want it to. It won't at first. Just, you know, it won't. It's light layers. And it all builds up. And it won't look like that at first. It's going to be... She might be a bit sunburnt. Or she might be a bit purple. Like a blueberry. But it's the light layers built up that I find will work with this. Okay, so if I zoom out, you'll see what I mean. It starts to come together. See, she's starting to sort of match in with her face. So I will zoom you back in. And now we're going to go for some Parma Violet in PC 1008. I'm just reading the chat. That's okay, you can go back to the beginning after. I'm not deleting it. This is what we're starting together. It's okay. So we're going along, so I explain myself properly. I'm not going over a lot with it. I'm going along the edges and bringing it out slightly. And remember I said it's going to be this pressure. So really, really light. Really, really light. So you're just putting a very small lay down. Not a huge amount. You might do it into your dark parts where there's already pre-shading from Nick. He's already pre-shaded some bits. But apart from that, no. Thank you, Christy. Desiree, all the time in the world, sweetheart. You know, it's not going anywhere. And I'm not going to do, I'm going to be on stream with it, so you won't miss anything. Yeah, I will do it all on stream, and if there's something repetitive, then we might start it, show you, and then you do the rest. But to be honest, all these little bits, there isn't anything that's repetitive as such, so it might be that it's a case of it all on stream, to be honest. You know, because it is quite detailed, isn't it? Well, quite detailed is very detailed. Very, very detailed. So we'll get there. We'll get there. And this is the Parma Violet, and I'm just going into certain areas with the lightest touch on the pencil. Just very lightly. I just want a little tint of it and not it to dominate, kind of. Do I make sense? Am I making sense? It is Parma Violet, Sarah, yeah. See you later, Shirley. Yes, I'm going to. I was going to pre-film that. That's a pre-filmed one, but I've not been in a good way with pain. I am on it. I'm trying to get everything done, but my pain has been through the roof. So please, just bear with me, and I'll be doing it. I'm doing it. I haven't forgotten. I've been wanting to do it. It's just that my back's not been great. And Andrew will tell you, I've been laying down almost for 2 weeks in all my sort of spare time. Apart from coming on stream, I've been laying, you know. I haven't been sitting. So I will do it. I promise you. I've not forgotten. I promise you. Okay. I'm going to get, I'm just looking, my light peach before I put espresso down. Right, I'm getting my light peach, and now I'm just going to blend that in. I haven't put my espresso yet. I'm going to though. I'm going to. But I am just blending all my pencil lines out. Okay, so this is quite a wide area, this part, so you might have some streaks, but we'll blend that out, so don't worry about that. So you're doing it section by section. Tilly, come on now. Yes, I know, you want me, and it's fine. She's usually playing on me, and this is why she like shouts, because she wants me over there. But she has to wait. This is why nighttime stream. I'm thinking about changing my stream time, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to clash with people because people get the hump with me. So I want to try and work out something, but I might have to change the stream time just because she does scream, and it'll be easier at night because of time differences and stuff. But I'll have a look. Okay. I might have to change my days and times. I'll let you know though. We'll see when people aren't streaming and stuff. Okay, so I'm going over this all with light peach and blending out the lines that I've put in there, because you'll have pencil lines, which is fine. So when you're doing this, don't think that you can't blend it out. You can. We get there together. So this is all your light peach, and you're laying it down quite thick. Yeah, Robin, I'm just thinking about it. I've not confirmed anything yet. I'm thinking about maybe changing the stream to later because of Tilly, because she screams because it's daytime and she's up and awake and she's not got my attention when I'm on stream. So I'm thinking maybe I'll change them to the evenings for me, and it'll be in the US it'll be your afternoon, so it might be more convenient. But we'll see. I will work it out. Okay, now I'm getting espresso, and I'm not going to go heavy with this, but I do want some shadow in. So, you know, like you've got her necklace, her shoulder is quite shaded, isn't it? So we're going to go in with that. And you're going light again, guys, not a heavy pressure, just a light pressure. So I'll work something out and see what time people streams, etc. I know April has got a sheet, I'll refer to that. And I'll see what works for people, and we'll go with that. No, Kate, that's fine. Everyone can keep their own time. I'll work around everyone else. It's fine because it's me that's changing. Tilly, get down. Come on. Come on, little lady. Yeah. There you go. You play. Yeah. Right, sorry about that. I was just giving Tilly her toy so she can play. Just honour. It's just because I think this time doesn't suit people because Tilly is quite loud. So I might change it about because I don't want to I don't want to shouting and people are like it's off-putting kind of thing. I don't want that, so I might change it. I'll see. I'll sit and work. I'll look at the sheet. I'll see when people are streaming and I'll work around that when others aren't. I'm not going to do it over anyone's time, so don't worry. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to work something out. So I'm still with my espresso. Tilly goes to sleep at about 9, so my time, which is 4 o'clock in the US for most of you, because I'm trying to think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So for a lot of you in the US, when you're 5 hours behind, it'll be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just thinking. I'm not confirming anything yet. I'll keep it to my schedule for now. And when I've worked something out, I'll let people know in advance on a stream. But until then, I'm sticking to my times for now. Nothing's changed yet. Nothing's changed yet. Yeah, there's singing though, isn't there? I mean, today she's being very loud, but we left her all afternoon. And then when I came in, I came straight on a live stream. So she's calling me. She's not calling anyone else. She's calling me because she wants me to go and play. That's all it is. And anyone that's had birds knows how demanding birds can be. They're like, I want to play, because she's very social. She's a very social bird. So we'll see. Okay, so like I was saying, this is the espresso, and I'm just shadowing up where I want the shadows to be. I'm not pressing heavy, I'm pressing so light, and this will be blended in with my lightest colour, but I'm just blending that. Are you okay with me, guys? I'm okay getting up and down. I'm okay getting up and down. Yeah, I don't mind that part. It's the screaming when she's in one of these moods to just constantly call me. But she responds to the sound of my voice anyway, you know. When I'm chatting, she's chatting kind of thing. Okay, so with her cleavage, I'm just going to darken that up a little bit. And again, with the shell, I'm just going to come down into there. Okay, so now I'm going to get back my... Yes, Desiree. I'm just going to get my light peach again and just blend the espresso in. And yeah, we're going to come up here as well. I think I might bring some peach back into this shoulder just because it's so light. And I think we'll put some black in just on the darkest areas where there's a super shadow. I'm going to call it a super shadow. Where the super shadow is, I will put some black. Apart from that, I'm going to keep it just for the espresso because I don't want her looking dirty. That's true, Christy. It's true. Maybe I worry too much. I don't know. I'm quite sensitive, as you can tell. No, I know, Mum. I know. Okay, getting my black. And I'm just going in light. You don't want to go too heavy with this. just along here. And again, I'm just going into these little areas, just very lightly. If you're using black on skin, I just always say, just be a bit conscious and a bit wary about how much you're laying down, because you don't want to oversaturate with black because you can't go back from it. Once you put the black down, it's on. You can't take it away. So you're best to, with any kind of dark tone, you're best to do it in a way where you can go light and you can always add, because you can't subtract. Okay, alright, as long as you, I mean, just as long as you guys think so. But, yeah. It's killed my vibe a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Okay. We're going to go into these little areas. And just again, a little bit, just a little bit. And here as well, because that one's got a bit shading. We can choose our colours for our hair as well, because we know where we're going with that then. And that can be fun. Okay, now I'm just going to get the peach. How do I pick my skin colours? I just go with anything that I would like to try. Thank you. Okay, I'm just getting the peach. I'm not going to go too much with the peach, but I just find that this is a bit too light for my liking. Yes, Sarah, April, sorry, just bear with me. It's a good question because I get asked it a lot. With picking skin colours, I kind of look for the tones that I would look in my own skin. Now, I'm very pale, as you can tell, but in dark skin as well, this applies to both. I look for a light shade, the lightest shade. I look for something that can shadow but won't oversaturate too dark. So that can be espresso, that can be dark umber in dark skin tones. I like to look for like a ochre, like a pumpkin orange, or a like a pinky colour slightly as well. And I just like to play around, and don't be afraid to play around. You know, have a good go about it. Thank you. But you just have a good play. Like, I always sort of look at skins, and there's a good sort of like the way, it's really hard to understand. I don't have one skin tone set as such that I use. I like to just play around with colours. So I like a slight ochred colour. I like a slight purpley colour. I like an espresso. I look for sort of parts in skins that I would like. I like a pinky colour. I like a reddy tone. And I like to merge it all together. And somehow that will all come together. But when you first look at it, it might daunt you. So it's just picking what you would think by your eye, what you would want to work with. To me, there's no right and wrong. You're going with colours that look good to you, and just have a good play around. It's coral, yeah, it's coral. It's a nectar. I'm using peach at the moment, but all this is like a coral thing. I'm going to go with what? I'm going to have a look at some pictures, and we'll go with this together. Everything I do on stream is us. It's not me, it's us. So like, I get your input sometimes. I throw ideas out there, and I'll say to you, what do you think? Because I want you to be happy, and I want to get you involved with the finished picture as well. It's not just all me, it's you too. You know, I've got it in my head what I would like, but I also like you guys to kind of give me some feedback and say, I think this would look good, or for my eye, I would like this. You know, I like to get your opinions as well, because I know you guys have got great ideas, and I like to bounce off you, so it's nice for me. I'm not going to do any of the pumpkin orange. I don't think she needs it. It was just in the face. Okay, I'm going to get some white. Yeah, it's there. That's it. It's there for you. Hiya, whoever joined. Is it Zelia? Sorry if I butcher your name. I'm just going to get the white and I'm going to blend out the top. But yeah, I know like people who haven't got the confidence with skin, and that seems to be the most common factor, skin. I'm scared to do skin. I'm scared to do it. And I'm like, look, try it out. Light layers, try it out. If you want to go back to what's comfortable, go back to it, but there's no harm in trying. The worst case scenario is you move on to a different picture because you've not liked it. It's just a bit of paper. Try it in a book first that you're not too bothered about. But honestly, you can do it. You can do it. The fear is what stops you more. I'm just going with the white. The fear is what's stopping you overall, isn't it? It's not the actual colouring, it's the fear of doing it. What if I go wrong? What if this isn't going to work for me? I mean, I have that all the time. You know, I sit there and I think, is this going to work? If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine. See you. Yeah. Yeah, Mum, I'll teach you. Okay, so we kind of got our skin going to where I would like for now. I'm not going to play around. If I want to add anything at the end, we will do. But for now, her skin's done. Now we can pick some colours for the hair. Now with her hair, I want red. Is the screen clear for you guys? I'm just checking. Is it nice and clear? I have done one, and I will be doing a live at some point with that skin tone. Okay, I'm just checking because my screen went funny. So we've got, she's not pale, she's got a little bit of colour to her, which is what I like. Right, so we can pick out some reds now that we'd like to go with. I always like a raspberry as my darkest shade. You know me, I love my raspberry. So I'm going to have that there. That is my darkest shade, but I want quite bright red as well. I need a black, but I need some other shades too. So if you bear with me, are you okay to bear with me for 2 minutes while I sort my pencils out? Yeah, I love my purple. I love my purple, as you know, dark purple. Tuscan red is a good one as well, isn't it? I'm going to put them there. These are not my final colours because that's the purpley red, the Tuscan red. So they work really well together. So I might have those, but I do want her red. I want her dark red. We might have some orange undertone. We'll see. No, I don't like that one. Okay, so this is what I mean. I have to mess about. Okay, so let's pick out some colours, lovelies. I need a very pale undertone, which is usually like a cream. And I always go for a cream as my bottom colour, or a very pale like sand. Let's see, eggshell. No, I'm going to go for cream. So we've got cream. Let's go for... I'm just testing out. No, we don't like that one. We go for crimson red maybe. Yeah, I quite like that. We need an orange as well. We need to... No, not that one. See, this is where you have to play around and have a look what goes. No, don't like that. Maybe that could be a light layer. That's pale vermilion. So maybe we could go for cream as the under. Pale vermilion just on top to make it a bit orangey red. What one's that one? This could go crimson red. I'm just playing around for a second, guys. This is where I need to sort of like just concentrate for a minute. Raspberry red, maybe Tuscan on top as my darkest, just to put in, you know, when I do the lines, when I bring the lines down. I think I'm going to go for that. Okay, I think I've got my colours. We'll play around. So we might start this little section here. Shall we start the section? Shall we? Would you mind? Shall we go for it quickly? We'll only be about 15-20 minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time. Are you okay to stay with me for a bit? Yeah? Okay, right, we'll go for it. Tilly's gone quiet now. She's like she's listened. Good girl, Miss Till. Well done. Okay, let's go for it. Let's do it. Oh, look, I spoke too soon. Alright, let's zoom. Let's zoom. We're going to go for this section here. So I'm going to go as just the base coat of cream in PC 914. And I'm going to go over the entire area with the cream. I need a yellowed base. But I don't want yellow because that is too, looks like a lemon. I don't want a lemon yellow. I want a very pale pastel-like yellow. And that will be my cream. It's perfect. Perfect colour. Exactly what I needed. So I'm going to go for that. We're going to play around here. Because don't forget, I'm working this all out with you. Okay, that's alright, as long as you're okay. Hiya! So we've got a light base. I just want to come in with the pale, is it called Vermilion? In PC 921. And I don't want too much of this. And I've got sharp, I've got a very sharp point. So I'm going to start bringing in some strokes. And I don't want a lot of this colour, but it just brings some orangey undertones. And it makes your reds quite bright. What I find, just in my experience of doing red hair, it brings in, it brings in a bright red for me. It gives it an orangey red, which is what I'm looking for, but I also want some dark red in it too. So I'm bringing in small strokes. You remember I did this before? Oh God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're all here, but I'm so hot. You've all kept me company, so thank you so much. Okay, so we're doing small strokes upwards. Okay, so we're bringing that down. And you need a sharp point when you do this, because otherwise it's going to kind of block it. So this is just starting it off for us. This is not our final colour. We're just starting this off. Very light pressure. Very light pressure. I am in my happy place. This is my happy place. I say it all the time. My happy place is colouring. I love it. It brings me so much joy and relaxation and escapism. I'm going to leave her eyes and lips for another day. By the way, I've left them on purpose because I don't know what I'm doing with her lips and eyes yet. I'll do the hair first and then I'll do the lips and eyes when I'm sure on what colours I would like them. So very light pressure, very, very light. You want the sharpest points on your pencils. So I'll show you. Again, that is a nice super sharp point. And this is the Crimson Red in PC 924. And light strokes, just light strokes. Bring the strokes in and down. Don't be scared of the strokes. They are good. Just bring loads of them in. And you're doing quite a few. So you're bringing it to a point, and you kind of got your hairline with Nick. Nick is great. He gives you a bit of a helping hand. So we're just bringing them all in, guys, all in. This requires some concentration. Go with the hairline. So you're bringing them up. And same like here, you bring it down to the middle. And don't be scared to do it. It's going to be alright. And then we can always add some more shading and stuff after, but you'll see what I mean. Because I don't want any whites left in, but we're going to start bringing the colour up. And bringing all those little strokes upwards. Okay, I'm just concentrating for a second. No, Loganberry is, thanks Shalene, I'm just reading up. Loganberry is a Derwent Colour Soft. No, see, we pick it as we go along. We pick it as we go along. Thank you, this is just like, we're playing around at the minute. We'll get there. But we want some red, I really want red, and the orange makes it look brighter. An orange and a yellow undertone will make the reds look bright. So you can just play around with it. It's, you know, it's fine. Right. Before I start shading in that middle part, I'm going to bring in Raspberry in PC 1030. And I'm going a bit heavier with this colour, but still small strokes upwards. And this is going to bring a little bit of a, like a bit of a pinky red. It darkens it up a little bit because we've got a few shades going on now, and I'll show you what I'll do with this middle bit after, but we're just bringing that in. We're going to bring some extras. And a couple down, because yeah, we'll bring some in. Okay. And upwards. Sorry, I will look at the chat in a second, sweeties. I will look. I'm going to bring some hairs down. I'm just sort of putting where I would like them. Okay, so I'm just giving myself a bit of a guide here so I know where I'm going. So I'm still with my raspberry, a bit heavier on my pressure than I was with my crimson. Was it Crimson Lake or Crimson Red? Crimson Red. Ah, thanks April. I'm glad that you know, I'm glad that anyone that does. And as I said, you know, you don't have to credit me on anything. If anyone picks anything up from me, you don't have to. Like, some people think it's copying and stuff, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's just a picture. It's a picture. It's fine. We're all here to learn off each other. You know, that's why I stream. That's the whole point in me being on YouTube, you know? So take what you will, use it, love it, and I'm happy. See you later. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care, Robin. Right, I'm going in with my Tuscan red, and this is my darkest before I put just a few black bits in it. Did you see that, Desiree? My pencil snapped. Oh my god, what's going on? Because I'm going a bit heavier. Okay, I'm bringing that up. And then we're going to put some more of the undertones in the middle here. I'm not going to leave it like that. Okay, so we're just getting it going so we know what direction we're going in. And I'm going to write this down this time. So Desiree, I won't be bothering you this time. Oh, Desiree, which did I use? Okay, let's bring some wisps of hair down. I'm just bringing this down for reference, guys. Alright, how are we liking her? We liking her? Is she looking okay? Take care, Robin. Have a great afternoon. Right, you see this middle bit? I'm going to bring back my pale vermilion in PC921. And I'm just going to bring some of those small orangey bits into that part, because I still want that to be my lightest part, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want it to be white and sectioned, but I do want her to have some sort of like bit of variety, a bit light and dark there. Oh, thank you. I know, Sarah, but you know, so I really don't mind if you don't. It's not, you know, It really isn't. I'm not someone that gets offended by it. Some people do. I don't. I'm going to get my black in PC 935. And I'm not going to do masses of this, but just a few. And again, sharp, 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 sharp point. Sharp as you can get it without breaking it. And I'm just going to bring some in. I don't want masses of this. I just want to bring some into her though. Just enough to kind of show but not saturate the colour with black. It just gives something, doesn't it? And you see her eyebrows. I'm going to go over those while we're on stream as well quickly. So we want to bring some of that down. Okay. Right, so we like in the direction of her hair. No, yeah, no blunt points, no blunt points. So if I zoom out, are we liking the colour of her hair? I think it's suiting her. I think she's gonna be a siren because she's called Sirena. She is gonna be a siren of the sea, I think. Okay. So I'm quite liking the direction of her. Let me just see what she looks like on camera. I need to stand up. Yeah, I'm quite liking that colour. Let me write it down. Poor Desiree. She has to put up with me asking her every 5 minutes. I'm going to write it down this time. So what did we use? We used the hair. Sorry guys, just 1 second. We are using for the hair. We have got, I'm going to recap. We're using cream as the base in PC 914. As 914. We're using Pale Vermilion in PC 921. I'm writing it down, just bear with me. Look, I'm doing it this time, Desiree. I'll show you what I'm doing. So I've just got this work in progress sheet. Let me just show you. I haven't got ink. My ink ran out on me, so it's meant to be black and it's purple. So never mind. So we're doing Pale Vermilion in PC 921. Then we have, hi Nikki. Ah, Shalene, bless your heart. I'm just honoured when anyone joins me on things. They do, thank you, Honor. Crimson Red in 924, because I'll be picking the hair up next time we come back on. I'm not going to do any away from stream, by the way. I'm going to do this on. Then I had Raspberry in 1030, and then Tuscan Red. I'm not gonna be forgetful this time now, in 937. Okay, so that's what we used. So we used, don't worry about my writing, cream 914, Pale Vermilion 921, Crimson Red 924, Raspberry 1030, and Tuscan Red 937, and black in 935. Okay, so this is the hair. Alrighty. Right, while I'm on stream, very quickly, and then I'm going to disappear and leave you all to get on with your lovely day. I'm going to get my Tuscan Red in 937, and her eyebrows, I don't want them dark, I want them to sort of match. So very small. Shall I zoom you in a bit more? I think you're zoomed in. Okay, so with her eyebrows, I just want to thicken them up slightly. So I'm just going very, very lightly with my pressure, but I'm putting like small sort of strokes in, but with a direction. So what I'm doing is, let me show you. Say this is the line. Say that's my line. I'm using the line to go with strokes with the direction of the line. like that. I'm going to just show you after, and then you can just go over it one more time. Just kind of like that. So it gives it some thickness, but it also gives it a realistic look because it's hair. Thank you very much. I'm okay, Nikki. How are you? Okay, so with the direction of the hair and the eyebrow, we're going to do that. And this is with the Tuscan red, and you can layer it up so it gets a little bit darker, but it's still red like her hair. I don't want them dark. And you know her eye, just while I've got the Tuscan red, you know this little tear duct bit, just with the lightest layer you could possibly have, like that. Then with your black, I'm just going to come back in. You know you've got the eyelashes. I'm just reapplying, just with my black pencil. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm sort of trying to do this at an angle for me. And the same, you know, here. And then I'll have to decide about her eye colour, maybe brown. There we go. And you know, I'm kind of just going to give myself a little bit of a helping hand there. So that's her eyeball part in the middle there. And then we'll go with that when we come back. I'll just read Oh no. Can you save it? Okay, so that is what I'm going to do for now. And that's where I'm going to leave her off because I think I've bored you enough with my chat. Thanks Nikki, I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, ladies and gents, if anyone watches that's a gentleman. And I'm going to go with the same colours on the hair when we come back, and I will do the eyes. But I think with the eyes, I am going to go for brown. So I'm going to put down here eyes, and I'll work out what I would like. But it's quite shaded, so it can't really be like a... Oh, I don't know. It has to be a dark brown, doesn't it? Like dark brown. Is that in screen? Maybe I'm going with dark brown on that. I think so. Thank you. Glad you like it. And we shall... I think I'm going to put dark brown, but we'll do her when we come next time. And maybe I'm going to give her red lips, but a bright red lip to go with her hair. So we'll come back to that. So I'm just going to write on the eyes. If you're with me and you do this with me before the next stream, which will be on Saturday, I'm going to put dark brown down so we know, which is PC 946. I'm going to put that down, and I need black and I need a white Posca. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. So things come to me as I sit and think. Okay, so we're going to go for dark brown, black, white Posca. Black is 935. So we'll come back to her after. So thank you so much for joining me on part 1. Hopefully part 2, we will get her hair done, and we will get the lips, eyes, and maybe her brassiere. No, her seashell bra. We might start that, and we're going to maybe start some, you know, the thicker corals, so these thick ones here. I think we'll start those. So yeah, we'll leave off there. Thank you so much. If you do subscribe and you miss my live streams because you don't know, there's a little bell that will tell you. If you hit the bell beside my subscribe, you'll get the notification when I come on. Thank you so much, Natalie. You all mean the world to me, so thank you so much. So I hope you all have good days, evenings, mornings, wherever you are in the world. And, oh, hi, Anthony. I didn't see you here. And bye, Anthony, because I'm going now. I didn't see you. So thanks for everything. Thank you so much for your input, your company, your loveliness. And, yeah, I can't thank you enough. Take care, and I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be back at my normal time on 4. As long as my back's okay, I'll be there at 4 o'clock. And I'll sit and work out if I'm going to change my times or not. But I'll let you guys know in advance, of course I will. So have a good evening, everyone. Bye.